go play action here on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Gun. They'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depends on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie? When you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad?
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And this will be taken at the 13. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. On second down, it's McCoy. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
On second down, here's Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
That burst good for 20 and a first down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green. Leopard. Leopard. Leopard.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. They'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Patriot! Here we go. Green 39! Green 39! Gone! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
On third down, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete as well.
That's really nice coverage there. I'm not sure he would have gotten to the first down marker anyway, but boy, oh boy, did they blanket him.
Yeah, short throw, but he really didn't have many options. Had to force it in. Well, he didn't have to, but he chose to force it in somewhere. Incomplete.
Yeah, now brings up fourth down.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Try the end around. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On play action, they'll throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Back to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down, being chased out left. And Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain. On
1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And it pops escapes free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
All right, now, look at this now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Check it back. All right, here we go. Leopard. P13. Flag 99 Philly. Here we go.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
That's what love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here. Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Here we go now.
Trubisky will throw. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Here we go now. Green 39.
On 1st down, Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Now they'll run it on the toss. Gets past one man. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Miami after this. The Lions on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Second down now after the incompletion.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. All right, here we go. Over.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrett Davis. And a big turnover there. as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
The give to the fullback on the dive. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. To throw now in his own end zone. And some room to work. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 93 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And the pressure gets to him again. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you up to Orlando. And with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that... He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. But I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Trubisky to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player so he can't get outside of you.
Oh, design run for their wideout. Room here to run. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They run the counter now on first down. He's to the 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles. 2
big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On the ground, rolls. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Thomas rolls, taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Lions add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll go again to McCoy. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Dolphins on third down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
The Dolphins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Lucky 56, lucky 56.
Now Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And Detroit getting set to go now. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now let's go. Detroit! Detroit! Green, 39! Green!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He'll drop to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A Miami 1st down on a 14-yard pickup.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now it's Trubisky. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back now here on EA Sports. Fresh set of downs here.
All right, here we go. Move, line it. All right, now look at 56. Look at 50.
Here's Trubisky. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. 10th carry now for McCoy. And McCoy loses the football. And the Lions have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Detroit. 56 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be fourth down. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They go play action with Trubisky. Going up top. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It's the former Dolphin All-Pro Olivier Vernon. In there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Watch Detroit. Detroit. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here we go now.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go. Green, gun. Detroit, here we go. Detroit.
They'll drop the throw. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And this offense on third down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Green, 39.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Right at the 45. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now Trubisky on first down. Steps away to his left. He finds some open field here. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. And he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways. 23 yards on the play. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Looking to throw on second down. Underwood. And he's going to go down again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Operating from the gun. Underwood escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Go, let's go.
One last shot for Trubisky. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special.